Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
Alright.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
The person in the room who doesn't flinch, there's someone you know. They don't have an easier life than you. They've been betrayed, humiliated, failed publicly. But when the storm hits, they don't break. While everyone else is scattered, they're still, quiet. Like the world's noise simply can't reach them. You might call that lucky, or cold. But it's neither. It's a skill. And it starts with one of the most unsettling ideas in modern psychology. The thing that enrages you in others is almost always something unresolved in yourself. That's not a criticism, it's a map. Why other people get under your skin. Think of someone who genuinely irritates you. Not mildly, deeply. Their arrogance, their selfishness, the way they lie without blinking. Now ask yourself, honestly, why does that particular quality bother you so much? Carl Jung called this the shadow. It's the part of yourself you've buried. The parts deemed too ugly, too embarrassing, too dangerous to admit. You didn't delete them, you just pushed them into the dark. And here's what happens. Those same traits keep showing up in the people around you, not because everyone else is broken, because your unconscious is trying to hand you a mirror. The arrogant person you can't stand. They might be reflecting the confidence you've never let yourself have. The selfish one. Maybe you've been sacrificing yourself for so long, part of you is furious about it. This isn't about making excuses for people who hurt you. It's about understanding why certain wounds go so deep and why others don't touch you at all. You're absorbing other people's weather. Your boss walks in tense. Now you're tense. Your friend vents for an hour. You hang up feeling hollow. Someone posts a dismissive comment on something you made. Your whole day collapses. Most people live like open windows. Whatever blows in stays in. Jung was direct about this. Most people are unconsciously ruled by the emotional states of those around them. They mistake borrowed anxiety for their own. They carry weight that was never theirs to carry. The shift is deceptively simple, but it changes everything. When someone brings their chaos into your space, you don't have to receive it. You can acknowledge it without absorbing it. You can be present without dissolving. Compliments pass through, criticism passes through. You decide what stays. That's not detachment, that's discernment. And it's learned, not innate. The observer who can't be moved. Here's a question. The last time someone disrespected you, did they make you feel small? Or did something inside you recognize that feeling as familiar and lean into it? Jung argued that no one can access an emotion in you that you haven't already been carrying. The trigger isn't the cause, the trigger is just the spark. You supplied the fuel. When you start watching your reactions instead of just having them, something shifts. You stop being the character in the story. You become the one watching it. And from that distance, you get to choose what the story means. Someone dismisses you. You can feel the sting and still decide not to let it write the next chapter. That's not suppression. It's mastery. And it begins the moment you stop asking, why did they do that? And start asking, what did that touch in me? Your past is data, not destiny. The people who cause the most damage, the betrayers, the diminishers, the ones who weaponize your trust, are almost never doing it from a place of strength. They're doing it from wounds so deep they've stopped being aware of them. Healthy people don't need to crush other people. The ones who do are almost always crushed themselves, just quietly, internally, in ways they've never had to face. Understanding this doesn't mean forgiving everything. It means you stop taking it personally. Their behavior is about the story playing out inside them. You just happen to be in the room, and your own past, the rejections, the failures, the times you were underestimated, those aren't definitions. They're just events that happened to someone who kept going. The ones who seem unshakable, they processed what broke them. They didn't pretend it didn't happen. They transformed it into something else. Perspective, fuel, depth. The contracts you never signed. You're living by rules you didn't choose. Rules about who deserves care, how much space you're allowed to take up, what it means to be good. Most of them were written before you were old enough to question them. Jung called these the unconscious scripts, the deep architecture of a life lived on autopilot, and until you surface them, they run you. Why do you feel guilty saying no? Why does loneliness feel like failure? Why does putting yourself first feel selfish instead of necessary? Somewhere, you absorbed the idea that shrinking yourself was a virtue, that your needs were secondary, that approval was the same as worth.
You didn't sign that contract. You can walk away from it. The moment you see the script, you're no longer inside it. You're standing beside it. And for the first time, you get to decide what you actually believe. The only battlefield that matters. Everything we've covered, the shadow, the emotional sponge, the observer, the past, the unconscious contracts, they all point to the same place. The war is not outside. It never was. The person who can't be rattled isn't unfeeling. They've simply done the work of understanding what their feelings are actually about. They know themselves well enough that the world's opinions feel like weather, notable, sometimes uncomfortable, but not in charge. Jung's final word on this was quiet but devastating. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Not who you were told to be, not who you became under pressure, who you actually are, underneath all of it. When you know that person clearly, nothing outside you can define you. And that is the only kind of power that lasts.